Hey, good morning. Just thought I'd just follow on from my last video, just to show a few other Rivarossis that I've got. I think I've showed them. I'm not going to run them. I just thought I'd show them just for the benefit of people that are watching the last video, just to follow on. So this is a Malay. These are a locomotive that was used mainly in southern Germany. Oh, I think this one dates, I think they were built in around about 1913, and they served up until, I think it was about 1948 when the last one was kind of fell by the wayside, but basically used for freight and pulling them up steep mountains, I suppose. So as you can see there, it's a nice looking little, well, it's not a little, it's a reasonably sized model. Nice colour too, and it's a really good runner. Absolutely, just runs around. It's really quiet. It's a really good runner. And that's the paperwork that came with it. It's very nice. This little thing here, little 060, which I've recently showed. I think it's I forget. Hang on, I'll just check where it's from, where it ran. This particular model. I'll have to go to the second page for the English instructions. My German's not the greatest. So there you go. The Königlich Bayerischen Staatseisenbahnen. So that's what, around Bayern, I suppose. Was that Munich? Maybe. And then this is the one that is featured 2454 manufactured by Kraus. There you go. In 1902, so it's an old model, or it's an old locomotive, and it's a lovely old model. Doesn't give much about its history though, unfortunately. Just got a bit of a picture of the type of motor and the drive, how it all comes together. Just gives an idea. I see substituting the front bulb. Very nice instructions. And here we have the rear instructions of putting on the couplers and the other paraphernalia. Very nice. Then we have that one. Yeah, that's GG1 there. Very nice. And then we move on to the AHM models that I do have. I don't have many AHM, I've only got a few. That one there I showed last week. This one I've pulled up out of the depths of nowhere. I'd forgotten I had it. A little trolley car there, 3rd Avenue. This runs really nice. I haven't actually pulled this apart to see what kind of motor's in there. I'd be interested to see. This is Mehano, obviously. It says it's made in Yugoslavia, as opposed to this one being made in Italy by Rivarossi. I'll show you another AHM that I do have. I'll just get him to come around now. Which I forgot I had to. I actually bought this originally to get the gear out of it to repair the nickel plate road, but I got this running again, and I just decided I didn't want to bitch this one. I like the way it runs. It's not a fantastic looker, but pretty well detailed. God knows, I have no idea what those pumps are on the front there. Be something to do with recirculating hot water, I would suppose. There she is. It's a Great Northern 282, so what's that make it, a Mikado? There we are. Vanderbilt tender. And the giveaway Rivarossi motor poking out the back there. Anyway, I just thought show you, give an example of running. I've just got my chair stuck on the concrete. There we go. Pretty nice. Pretty smooth, not too noisy. Just realised I'm running over an extension cord. That's what's upsetting the works. That's not full speed. I treat these a bit more carefully. Parts are so hard to get for them if they do wear out. I'm glad I didn't bitch this one just so that the other one could run. It was worth getting this one running again. Yeah, nice. Basically what was wrong with this was just the motor. The commutator was absolutely caked in carbon. I actually thought it had worn through, but when I started polishing it, it started flaking off in great big pieces, and revealed the commutator that had hardly been worn, so it just had never been serviced. I think that was because they had one of the brushes in it was wrong. It didn't have that brassy copper type of meshy looking bush in it. It just had two carbons in it. I think you're supposed to have the mesh brush in, so it acts as a cleaning agent to keep the commutator clear of debris. I actually had one spare, so I cleaned it up, put it together, and yeah, no problem since. So there's a reason. So anyway, I'll just pop this one off the track, and I'm just going to put the GG1 on and just give it a run. Okay, what I've got coming around here now is the GG1. I really do like this loco. Rivarossi did a nice job on this model, I think. I mean, I know there's other models manufactured by other manufacturers, but for the price that I got this, it's really well set out, and I think you get value for the money, for the price you pay with these the Rivarossi. So not much can go wrong with them. Here how white that one is. Absolute champion. Just pump her up a bit. I don't want to go too fast, just in case the old coal carriages don't appreciate the spoon. Very nice, slow her down here. We'll pull her up. Yeah, from memory, the last time one of these ran in the States was about 1978 or something. Well and truly retired by then. Really nice Art Deco design there on the body. Forget the name of the guy that designed it, but yeah, it was the original body was covered in pop rivets, and he came in and sorted all that out. Here we have this smooth outer body, really nice. So anyway, oh yeah, there is a little bit more to tell about that. The GGUR, sorry, the AHM Rivarossi story there. There's an article in 2017 in a model railroader. It's a magazine. If you query it, if you search it and just type Rivarossi, you'll come up with this article. The magazine costs $8, but I tried to buy it. Apparently, it's they don't have any copies left, and it's out of print, which is a bit of a shame. But it gives you the beginning stories of how the fellow that owned AHM went over to Europe, and he basically met with Mr. Rossi, the owner of Rivarossi, and come up with a deal for them to produce locomotives for AHM at a special discounted price, which required them to produce 50,000 units of this particular locomotive, which I think, from memory, might have been the version of that locomotive there, the dog shunter, but the one without the tender. I do have one of those somewhere. I just couldn't put my hands on it, but yeah, I really do like that locomotive. She runs a treat. I'll just give you a quick. Having said that, I don't think it takes might be a bit. Oh, I see. Just look at that. Here we go. I really do touch the bird. Might run around about a third lap. There we go. Yeah. So they started off something small, and then they sold well, and the partnership evolved from there. And then Avon took over a couple of years later, supplying AHM, and Rivarossi only supplied intermittently after that. But yeah, it was an interesting story. It kept up until I think the early 80s, early 90s maybe. I think that was when Rivarossi started getting in a bit of trouble themselves. And yeah. And also my tank for the day. Should I say that? Here we have for you. Okay, that's Israeli Defence Force Super Sherman, M51. Big French 75mm gun there. The Israelis were going to buy the, I think it was an AMX-13 light tank, but they had all of these tanks on hand at the end of the Second World War when the Americans were supporting them. So I think they built about 180 of these babies. But Looks like the crew's been on the piss there, but they haven't glued them in. I don't like to do that. So they're just stuck in there. But yeah, that gun was pinched off a French light tank. The Israelis didn't like the lightness of the AMX armour, so they configured the gun into this tank. And it was used during the 6-Day War and the Yom Kippur War. So anyway, that's one I've made. Anyway, this video's going a bit long. I'll leave you to it, eh? Have a good day.